Before you even think about packing your boxes, you should have a really good clear out and declutter every room in your house, your roof space, your garage, your shed and your garden. Be brutal, and if you haven't used it or needed it in the last 6 months, then get rid of it. If you don't do this, you'll end up moving unwanted items yourself, or paying a removal company to move it, as well as it taking up valuable space in your new home. Do one room at a time, and sort into what you want to keep, sell, charity shop or tip. Advertise your selling items on local Facebook pages, free selling sites and eBay, and if they don't sell, then offer them for free on the same sites, as it's easier for someone else to pick them up and take them away, compared to you doing it, and it is also better for the environment than going to the tip, and potentially to landfill. At the same time as decluttering, you can organize which essential items you will need in the weeks leading up to your move, and the ones you don't you can pack first. Next, you can plan which rooms you will pack, and in which order. The best advice we can give you is to start packing early, as everyone underestimates how much stuff they have, even after decluttering. The last thing you want to do is be up all hours of the day, trying to pack everything in the last few days leading up to your move. Don't leave packing your boxes until the day before you move, as it will end in a disaster. You won't believe it, but it does actually happen. Doing it at the last minute will make it stressful and chaotic, both doing it and unpacking when you've moved, not having the things you need when you need them, as well as things getting broken and damaged. You can start packing non-essential items before you've exchanged, and actually when you are a couple of weeks into the legalities of moving. Remember, you will legally be completing your house sale, and buying your new one, at specific times, and you will need to be ready to leave your old house when your solicitor calls to say the money has been transferred, as you no longer own the property, so you do need to be organized. Plan your moving day survival box, so that you have everything you need on the day of your move, as it will make things so much easier for you when you get to your new home. Pack it into your car, so you know where it is when you need it and when you get to your new home. Suggestions for a moving day survival kit are: toothbrushes, toothpaste, bedding, water, snacks, provisions for hot drinks, kettle and phone chargers. Packing boxes come in a variety of sizes, shapes and strengths, so it's really important you choose the right ones for the things you are packing, so your belongings are protected when they are being lifted, loaded and are in transit. Good removal companies, such as Ashington Removals, will be able to supply you with good strength and quality removal boxes, and will have boxes to suit your different packing needs. As an example, cardboard wardrobe boxes mean your clothes can be taken out of your wardrobe on hangers, and put across into the wardrobe box, so it makes it easy for packing and it protects your clothes on the way. They normally hold around 20 items of hanging clothing, and have space at the bottom for storing shoes and accessories. There are archive boxes, available for storing all of your paperwork, TV boxes and so on, so always ask your removal company about the boxes they have available. Always consider the size and weight of the things you are packing. Heavier items, such as books and kitchen items, are better packed in smaller boxes, and lighter items such as folded clothes, soft furnishings and bedding can be packed in bigger boxes. Heavier boxes are easier to lift and carry if the box is smaller. It prevents the boxes from becoming too heavy to lift, and reduces the chances of the boxes collapsing under the weight in them. Always have a variety of different sized boxes available for when you are packing. If you are downsizing, or moving into temporary accommodation for a while, then using a self-storage facility is a great idea to enable you to keep the items you don't want to get rid of. Good removal companies will offer safe and secure self-storage for short and long-term contracts, so it's always a good idea to take this into consideration. Professional storage units will be dry, secure and offer you access 24 hours, 7 days a week access. Some people use storage for a few weeks after they move, to enable them to unpack and get sorted, with less stuff around them, and this works really well. Make sure the storage facility has good security in place, so you know your belongings are safe. The units should also be dry, clean and tidy, with good pest control measures in place. Wrap any furniture or items that could be damaged in storage, to ensure they are protected in transit, and whilst they are there. For anything else, follow the same principles as when you are packing to move into your new home, and label and seal your boxes really well. Stack your boxes carefully, to make the most out of your storage space, and ensure that the heaviest boxes are at the bottom and the lightest boxes on the top.